Namaste from the beautiful subcontinent of India. Honorable Dr. Hong Tao-se, President of the Federation of World Peace and Love, Excellencies, distinguished co-speakers, ladies and gentlemen. Today, as we celebrate the 75th United Nations Day and remember the incredible journey of the UN, we are filled with gratitude and many thoughts that bring a smile to our faces. A fruitful journey of 75 years of existence for an international organization for cooperation among nations itself is a testimony to the fact that the United Nations has been successful in the establishment of a mechanism of cooperation among its 193 member states. There have been some significant accomplishments of the UN in the last 75 years, and I would like to mention a few amongst the many. In the area of peace and security, the International Atomic Energy Agency has worked relentlessly to provide nuclear proliferation in the regions where these could possibly lead to a major world crisis. Secondly, the UN World Food Programme is the largest humanitarian organization in the world. It has done commendable work to combat hunger and has provided food assistance to millions across the world, mostly under extremely inhospitable conditions of terrain and war conflict. Rightfully so, the World Food Programme has been awarded the 2020 Nobel Peace Prize. In the more recent times, the contribution of WHO during the COVID-19 pandemic has been colossal. The WHO guidelines for avoiding infection, contact tracing, medication and guidelines for health workers have been adopted in totality by the member states and have been implemented for better management of the pandemic. One cannot imagine having battled the suffering of the pandemic as individual countries without the support of the WHO. And last but not the least, the 2030 Agenda for Sustainable Development is an incredible blueprint for peace and prosperity for the world and the planet, for the present and the future. It is like the North Star that provides a sense of direction and purpose and is like a constant source of inspiration for our actions nationally as well as in the international arena. India, being one of the original members of the UN, has had a beautiful synergy over the years with the organization. The father of our nation, Mahatma Gandhi, and his ideals of non-violence deeply influenced the UN Charter at the time of its inception. India has always been committed to support peace and development in the world. From being one of the most outspoken critics of apartheid and the first nation to have raised this issue in the UN in 1946, to being a leading advocate of the concerns and aspirations of developing countries, and the creation of a more equitable international economic and political order as the founding member of the Non-Aligned Movement and the G77. India remains committed in its endeavor to support an equal world for all. As part of the UN peacekeeping missions, protecting civilians, disarming ex-combatants, and helping countries transition from conflict to peace, India has served the cause of global peace. UN agencies, offices, programs, and funds working in India comprise one of the largest UN field networks anywhere in the world. And India has witnessed significant results in the achievement of sustainable practices. As the world continues to face unsustainable levels of inequality, I believe we need an equalizer. We need education more than ever. Education is a great leveler and is the best tool for achieving social transformation, economic and social mobility, inclusion and equality. Going forward, we must take initiatives to ensure that all students of the world, regardless of gender, age and background, are provided various opportunities to enter and excel in the educational system. Education is vital in the achievement of optimum human potential in order to develop an equitable and just society and promote national development. In today's dynamism, it is very important to inculcate psychosocial life skills and coping mechanisms for empowerment across global hemispheres. We also need to emphasize the human values, ethics, love, peace and cooperation the UN embodies for a more just, equitable and sustainable world. The future of a country is its youth, who take the legacy, heritage and values of the country forward and work towards a better society within and outside domestic boundaries. We, as citizens of the world, need to educate our youth in order to make every person a wholesome package of knowledge and skills, along with personal competence, integrity, ethics and social conditioning. In other words, we need to create an evolved global society where our hearts beat for each other. It is time to align the personal fabric of our existence, our conscience and our wisdom with the larger framework of global goodness and endeavor to achieve a higher quality of life for all people and create a beautiful world of peace and happiness. Thank you. Namaste.